For us to go over a few things and go over the issue involving our CFO.
Our company beliefs here at DeGraw and Brandy, we stand for putting our clients first. We help our clients create strategies for eliminating financial risk and building wealth over a long period of time. We help clients start investing for whatever goals they want to achieve. This includes mutual funds, stocks, IRAs, and retirement funds. For our revenues during the fiscal year of 2022, DeGraw and Brandy achieved the company's biggest growth with a 10% increase for the first quarter of the year.
Due to the situation we've learned about, an employee was wrongfully using his knowledge to help him and others in getting the access to be able to earn some of the revenue for the company. Louis Kessinger, our CFO, was found guilty of insider trading, telling different people to jump on the stocks before the report was released to the public. In this case, it's caused a bad look on the company. We could potentially lose the trust with our customers that we have built, and the people losing money. We want to always keep a fair field in who gets to buy stocks at the same time, and not use our knowledge to help others. The knowledge we get is confidential and it's supposed to stay in the company walls. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take steps that can hurt some people to fix this issue.
So Kyle and I have been talking about where we should take this whole ordeal following the release of you, Mr. Kessinger. One of the things we are going to do is remove all mentions and affiliations of you from all of our social media accounts, whether this be from Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, or any other platforms that may contain any mentions or of your involvement with the company. We feel like this will help show that we are wanting to and are willing to put this chapter of the company behind us and move into a future for what's ahead of us with our new CFO. The Automatic Data Processing Incorporation, or ADP, talked about how removing all former mentions of a negative employee is what's best for the business, even though whatever has transpired, we are focused on people, our current stakeholders, and our future ones, and because they're still going to rely on our company, so showing them that we still hold them as our priority is vital for us. Additionally, with this termination, we hope to see you not turn to social media to bash us as a company following this. Reputation Defender reminded us that we have a legal agreement through the National Labor Relations Board that no animosity should be shared between our two parties. We hope that you will comply with these regulations.
Mr. Kessinger, we thought you were the future, but unfortunately you chose to betray us. Insider trading is a serious matter, and we believe what is best for the company is to let you go. We have hired Mr. Bobby Johnson to take your place. Although we would be willing to give you a second chance, we need to clean up our image in order to please our shareholders and customers.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you all for the opportunity to work with you over the past several years. It's been an honor, it truly has. It may seem insincere in light of all the allegations that have been surrounding me. I'm sorry that it's brought a bad image on the company, and that was not my intention. However, for years in the past, I have tried to emphasize that while I do believe with our company beliefs that we put our shareholders first, and one way we do that is by not taking large paychecks at the end of the year, like our Wall Street counterparts. I do believe that we should be fairly compensated for our work, and I don't think our paychecks reflect that. And so, because you all were not able to agree with me on that issue, I took matters into my own hands, and I also included friends and family on the deal because they would have benefited from a larger paycheck in the past, and I thought it was only fair to let them get their fair share as well. Unfortunately, the SEC does not agree with my decision either, and I'm currently facing lawsuits from them as well as you all, and that is very understandable, and I would like to apologize for bringing bad PR to the company.
After much thought and an unanimous vote, sorry to say this, Mr. Kessinger, we have decided to fire you, and we will be filling your spot. Thank you for your duties.
To introduce our new CFO, Mr. Bobby Johnson. Some of his credentials is that he was former CFO of Panera Bread. He graduated from Harvard Business School, and he grew revenues of Panera by 12% a year, which is very impressive. And we are looking forward to what he can do for our company as we move forward and try to erase the bad image that Mr. Kessinger left us with.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Johnson.
First of all, I want to tell you all it's great to be here. I see he's already touched on the essentials here, but my time at Harvard Business School and my time at Panera, it was a joy at both of those, and I'm hoping I can use both of those connections to really help out this company and where we're going in the future. I do understand that there's been an issue with possible compensation issues, and maybe that's why the insider trading first occurred. I'm very confident that as CFO, I can first of all handle that issue, get that out of the way so that no other employees are going to try and take matters into their own hands. I think it's a fair deal what I've drawn up, and I hope you all will agree with that in our next meeting. I really look forward to working with you guys and hitting the ground running tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
All right, media team, what's your plans for introducing Bobby Johnson to the company?
I think the first step is to hold an official press conference for Mr. Johnson. That'll be later this afternoon for all of the media, and we hope he convinces the media that he was a great hire, and we're sure he'll do that. And yeah.
So yeah, we are currently putting together some ideas for how we're going to introduce Mr. Johnson on all of our social media platforms immediately following the press conference. We plan to take his picture from LinkedIn and post it to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and along with captions that highlight his new position and a brief rundown of his credentials and everything he's done at Panera.
So, Mr. Brandy, how are you going to make sure this does not occur again?
So what we're going to do is restructure the pay of the board and increase it up to 15%.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also going to include performance bonuses so that it allows for more competition within the company. And I talked to HR, and they are going to look over everyone's trading within the company so that we can oversee and make sure that insider trading does not happen again. Hello, Mr. Kessinger, former CFO of DeGraw & Brandy. What are your thoughts about the meeting that just occurred?
You know, I think that I was treated unfairly throughout my whole time at DeGraw & Brandy. I brought up several concerns with compensation, and they may not admit it, but many of the board members agreed with me on us being paid too little. I get that, you know, we were trying to give back to the shareholders, but I think that we were being taken advantage of as board members and not really getting our fair share. And I was really just the only one brave enough on the board to take the step and get what I thought was rightfully mine. Unfortunately, it turns out the board and the SEC disagree with me, but I will be fighting that in court. None of them wanted to step up with me, and I was really kind of disappointed with that. And I hope that moving forward they can figure out the problems with inside their board, because I know that I'm sound with my decision.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kessinger.